Hey everyone, it's me, Stock Picks by Tim, and in today's video, I wanted to talk about Cleanspark. We did just get our mining update, and we're going to look over a couple things. Now, their overall production on the month is a little bit lackluster, but we do have some good news in there, so we're going to look over that. And it's funny because despite what I'd say isn't the best mining update, Cleanspark was rallying about 8% this morning, but this is of course the overall market. Seems like the market didn't really care what their mining update was about, and just because of heavily oversold conditions, we're having a nice little pop day. I think today is no more than a relief rally, but let's get into this video. If you don't mind hitting the like, I'd definitely appreciate it. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I put out daily videos, or try to at least, and let's take a look at Cleanspark. And as I said, Cleanspark is running a little bit. We're actually 7.5% up today almost. It is cooling off a little bit, but it's nice to see us well over $2 again. It was a bit concerning seeing us down in the 175, 180 area. But let's look at this mining update. Here it is. Now I will leave it down below for you if you want to look over it yourself, but let's check this out. Cleanspark hit a new daily production high of 22 Bitcoin. That's great. Mine's a record 4,621 Bitcoin for calendar year 2022. Up 200% from the prior calendar year, although down month over month. And let's read a quote here from Zach Bradford, the CEO. Calendar year 2022 has been an incredible year of growth for Cleanspark, and I'm so grateful to the teams that have made it all possible. Among our many accomplishments this year, I'm most proud of increasing our annual Bitcoin production by over 200% as we expanded our fleet and the number of mining campuses we own and operate throughout Georgia. These accomplishments were helped along by a capital strategy that allowed us to take full advantage of the bear market, making us one of the few public miners to dramatically expand our fleet. And even in this down market, we are committed to the promise of Bitcoin and are proud to be part of the global network that keeps it secure for millions of users across the world. And here's a statement regarding to why their month-over-month Bitcoin has actually decreased. This year's incredible growth was marginally impacted by Winter Storm Elliott. And there was someone in my last video that actually commented the possibility of the storm hampering some of their Bitcoin production. You know who you are, shout out to you. Moving on, it forced us to curtail for a few days for the safety of our people and our infrastructure, and to protect the public good by ensuring grid stability during the most dramatic temperatures caused by the polar vortex. While we did not know exactly when the freezing temperatures would hit, they weren't unexpected, so we were able to prepare our operations well in advance. This preparation allowed us to safely power down our operations and to therefore expertly manage our Bitcoin production margins in response to unusually high power rates and extreme cold. The overall effect was a slight decline in our monthly production from November. Since last week, all machines are back up and running at our full fleet capacity of 6.2 exahash. Check that out. They actually have been gaining their exahash from 6, now they're at 6.2, and this is just the very beginning of the year. Now, as for the actual numbers, Bitcoin mined 464. That means they have sold more than they produced this month because they did sell 517 Bitcoin, and they did sell at an average of 17,000 per Bitcoin. Now they did on this month make 8.7 million, so keep that in the back of your mind as earnings approaches in a few months. And their daily Bitcoin mined averaged about 15, which definitely isn't a positive. They were right around a 18.5, 19.5 average, but they did reach a high of 22, which is great. So I do think next month will beat November and will easily beat December's mining. So it is unfortunate that this month wasn't the best month, but let's keep looking at a couple more things here. They do now have 63,700 of their Bitcoin miners running, as I said, a 6.2 exahash, which is up 13% from November and up 225% from December of last year. And getting into what actually happened during that winter storm, they were forced to put down 98% of their machines from December 23 to 28. So roughly 5 days they were actually down. But the fleet is all up and running now, as the update mentions. And then they get into their, and then they mention the Norcross site, which deploys indoor immersion cooling. It wasn't impacted by the weather. However, they said that their commitment to curtailing for the public good, combined with the variable power rates associated with the facility, resulted in those machines also coming offline. Now, is it due to helping the public? Is it due to the power rates? Is it a little bit of both? I'm personally not sure. I just hope that these variable power rates don't prove to be a problem later on. But I do think it's just mainly to do with the storm, and we shouldn't see this again. But as I said, I will leave this down below for you so you can look over it yourself. Definitely not the best monthly update. I do think our next month will be much better, and we will have a record-breaking average Bitcoin mined. While we did hit a new high this month on Bitcoin production, we didn't keep that average up over what we had last month. Therefore, the decline. But this was due to weather conditions, and as we get through the rest of this winter, the likelihood of the weather being a problem for Cleanspark becomes less and less of an issue. So hopefully we don't see this again in next month's update or the months coming, and they are able to go 100% and get that daily Bitcoin mined right around 20 per day average while increasing their monthly high. But that's it for now, guys. Let me know down below how you feel about the mining update. I'd say it's definitely a bit of a mixed bag, and due to the fact that they sold more Bitcoin than they produced this month, I'd say that's already an iffy start, and I personally believe they should try their best to hold what they can, because I do personally believe in only a few months Bitcoin will start running more and more. But that's just my personal opinion. I could of course be wrong. Don't forget to let me know how you feel down below. Thanks as always, guys. Take it easy.